Drowning is the leading cause of death for U.S. children aged 4 and under, and here in Central Florida, we've had a record number of drownings this year. Joining us now to discuss how to keep your child safe and what to do if there is a serious accident is Julie Frey, who is the Trauma Program Manager here at Orlando Health Arnold Palmer Hospital for Children. Thanks so much for being here with us, Julie.
No, thanks for talking with us so that we can keep the kids in our community safe.
Yes, we want to do that, and it's really important because everywhere in Central Florida has water. So what do we really need to do to protect our kids?
Yeah, I think that you really hit it on the head. In Florida, water safety is a concern year-round. Unfortunately, like you also said, we're seeing a record number of deaths this year for the state. We've had over 80 children die from submersion injuries. And what people don't really realize is that the predominance of these are happening during what would be referred to as non-swim time, meaning not the time that you're planning on your child being in the pool. So really, when we're talking about water safety in general, we talk about three main layers of protection. So the first is going to be pool fences or fences around bodies of water. We also like to talk about door alarms and high locks that are out of reach of children so that they cannot gain access to the outside. The other thing that we talk about is not just having these barriers, because they're great, but we don't want people to have a false sense of security. Things happen where maybe the barrier wouldn't be engaged. So we want a dedicated supervising adult assigned to children anytime that you are anywhere near water to make sure that we have somebody watching that child. Finally, our last barrier that we could look for in protecting children when it comes to water is survival swim classes. They are absolutely essential. The function of these swim classes is to buy you time if your child does manage to make it into the water without you. One of the things that we really want people to understand also is that if your child does go missing, we want you to check the water first, because those moments really are precious as far as making sure that we get to them as quickly as possible if they do make it into the water.
It is really unique to have a level 1 trauma facility of this level of expertise right here in our own community. As you mentioned, it's the only one here in Central Florida, and it provides all kinds of things that you don't think about until you're in a situation where it's potentially life or death of someone in your family that you love. So the fact that you're staffed with the top of the top physicians 24/7, you never have to worry that the best doctor won't be there. It's round the clock.
That's true. One of the other things that we're really passionate about is education in the community. We work with all of our outlying EDs, we work at other hospitals in the state, and we also work with our pre-hospital partners, EMS, fire departments, and things like that to give them specialized training for how to respond to children the best way possible on their way to us.
And if you would like more information, you can go to arnoldpalmerhospital.com/kidsafety.